What's going on, people? Hello, 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 hello. There we good. Fix the cable so we don't have any issues, or at least less of them. Hello there. Alright, who are we saying hi to? Xavier, hello. Yeah, so I have been playing Terraria the past couple of days. Turns out the wiki for the website for the game hasn't updated yet, so I think it still thinks that we're in like 1.4.49, or whatever the previous version for Terraria was, console-wise. And there's a lot of stuff they haven't really updated on there too, which is unfortunate. Oh boy. Yeah, if you get a Lua, that's, yeah, hope you get them. Yeah, because I know we're supposed to be getting, because we get a bunch of primos and wishes from the Lantern event, so you could probably spare at least 1 or 2 10 pulls for Alua or anybody else. Alright, so we need New World. Yeah, I'm back to the old grind of saving. Yep. 10 to yeah. Maybe. I don't think I'll need anything extra for this. I don't think I need a super large one either. 7 minutes until... Oh, Jabai. Yeah, the new banner for Jabai and Alua. Yeah. Yeah, I won't be able to see it. Well, I'll see it in the next couple of days anyway. And I'm doing my daily stuff, but yeah, we'll be able to see it Thursday. Because that's what I'm going to do the next part of the story for the Lantern Rite, and then wrap up on Friday. And I also saw that the Imaginarium Theater reset, so I will probably find some time to do that, if anybody was wondering. I'll find some extra time to do the Imaginarium Theater on Friday. I figured out that Navi and Supply are essentially the same strength as Turbo Premium team. Yeah, that's what I've seen. Then again, some of the clips and shorts that I've seen with people using Zabai, ooh, crazy amounts of damage. That's my chance to use Navi in theater. Yeah, true, I could. Yeah, if she's available as a character, then yeah, I could definitely do that. Alright, so I need to enable one of the secret ones. I need fish mocks. Okay, so we are good to go. Might take a little bit to load. Yeah, so with 145 in Terraria, they added a bunch of secret seeds. They usually have like various things going on. Fish mocks, it pretty much purifies the world so that there is there's no corruption, crimson, or hallow that happens in the world. So if you're looking for the achievement that is from the Dryad, then you could easily get it, because I already got that earlier today. And there are some other ones that does, like remove traps or make the game like much harder. There's a black and white mode that turns everything black and white. And a couple of other ones. So I've dabbled with some of them. There's also a Skyblock one. Just like with a Minecraft sky block, you start on an island floating in the middle of the air, which is pretty interesting with Terraria because it's just like the same. Floating island, nothing below it, and you pretty much have to play the world as it is. Yeah, the only thing I've recently I did upgrade Lumine a little bit. I was working on her Pyro build and her Geo build. If anybody checks out my showcase now, I think the Geo build is active. I got her crit damage above 200, which is nice. Strongest Geo build I've had so far. And the Pyro one was a little bit stronger as well. Hey, what's going on, Jay? Happy Tuesday to you as well. Haven't played Terraria since just Switch decided not. Oh, man. That's unfortunate. Yeah, this is a long load. 210 pulls on supply. Hopefully, I only have to throw on one. Yeah, I hope you get the Lua. Because it seems like I haven't checked out the leaks, so I don't know any of his. I don't know his kit. I don't know his play style. I haven't really seen anything. I've just been busy. I've also been taking a break with Xenoblade because we just got the New Game Plus started, so I don't really have to play it as much nowadays because it's pretty much just speed running through the entire game. Buffs will now crystallize. Oh, okay. Kind of makes sense because there really isn't anybody that does that. Columbina sets it up, yeah. Yeah, we definitely need a buff for that. And you could have other characters set it off too, because I've used, yeah, that's why I've been using Geo Lumion. It's been it's been crazy. She has been really good with Crystallize, and Noelle too. She's also been pretty good, and have to replace Shalonen in that case. You could probably have like a separate team, because I've also noticed that Shalonen, it's like if you ever set to like DPS, you can still do some pretty decent damage. Don't know if it'd be any stronger though. Yeah, I definitely test it out. See which one works better. Yeah, because the resistant shred from Shalonen is still pretty good, so. Alright, so here we go. We finally get to load this. Yeah, I guess we'll see. 1 minute till release. Yeah. Alright, so here we are. New world. Definitely not new character, if anybody saw. Well, this was my previous character deleted, so I kind of had to reset, which meant I lost, like, pretty much every end game thing, so I kind of had to reset. Still had some of the old worlds, so I had some stuff, but I had to, like, reset it. I think I did a short talking about it a while back, or some video. Solar Shield. Yeah, so end game equipment. Yeah. Not a new character, but just a new world. Because what I wanted to do with this, I wanted to make a new base. Pretty much like a home base where I could like get set up with everything, like have a massive storage spot. Probably similar to some of the other ones. It's like I do have some other ones, but then I really I give up on building. Yeah, here we go. 10 pulls for Navia. Yep, good luck. Hope you get it. Yeah, all for Navia. What? Why did I explode? That was odd. Yeah, this is totally new. Yeah, so I gotta figure out... I want to find like a decent build spot. Oh, you got a Lua already. Nice. There you go. Yeah, that was fast. First 10 pull, too. Very nice. Thinking about how I should build. Oh, and you got Ino on Standard Banner. Nice, too. Have you built Ino yet? Or were you one of the ones that was saying that you didn't want... Oh, so a second Ino. Were you one of the ones that said you didn't want to build her? I still think everybody should. She makes for a pretty decent support. Oh, we get a tree over here. Another tree over here. Oh, you built... yeah, I can't remember who it was. It was someone that they refused to build her. Bunch of generic stuff. All the trees. Blue on the second 10. Nice, nice. We could probably build something here, maybe? I haven't done anything in the trees for a while, so I could probably do something over here. We'll zoom in a bit so you can actually see. Yeah, so you can see the cat. Alright, I don't need the trees, so we can take those out. Yeah, glad you got them. Definitely makes things easier. And I should probably turn this off. Excuse you, slime. Yeah, we have a nice accessory we can find that blocks items from going into our inventory. It's kind of nice. 30 pity. Yeah, there we go. Getting closer and closer to Navia. Alright, yeah, I think I could probably... I don't need any of this stuff so I can junk it. But, I can take the chest. I think I want to flatten this a little bit. Oh yeah, I will. Let's see. These animals. I don't have a net, so I can't catch the worm here. What is usually right here? Oh, I'll just do that. Saw nothing. Let's see. Ah, one of the items I deleted was the... Was that I needed? Let's get this out of the way. Yeah, if anybody's wondering, I have been playing Terraria for a while now. I'm not sure what version I started at. Definitely well before. I remember the Akram days, though I never played the versions where he was available. Oh, did you get her? Hope so. Alright, this looks reasonably flat. Yeah, also time to build a Lua too. Shouldn't be too bad. Oh, I thought you said... Oh, you were talking about the Lua. Oh, my bad. I think I can leave those. Probably... Ah. I was going to bump up the sound a tiny bit too, because I would imagine people want to actually hear this. Let's do 15%. I think that's pretty decent. Let me hear my end. It sounds okay. I'll just bump it down a tiny bit though. Yeah, there are a couple of options you could probably do with a Lua. You could use the one that I know would use, or you could probably use Albade, the off-field one. That one's also a really good support one. I think it would probably depend on how you use him. Like if you're gonna constantly switch to him, or have him off-field. Because I've had some pretty good luck with Albade. Because I put that one on Anefa, and it's been a lot of fun. Anefa got a pretty substantial boost when it comes to off-field damage. Yeah, Brigada is putting in the work. Yeah. Off-field most of the time. Yeah, then I would go with Albade. That one's definitely worth getting. Yeah, then whatever stat he's based on. Which would be fine. I think I kind of want to leave this how it is. I need to fix that. Let's put like a dirt thing there. Yeah. Alright, let's take that. Yeah, true. Alright, so we gotta figure out where we're gonna put the guide. Pretty much right in the center. It'll be fine. Oh, okay, so another Geo character is based on defense. Well, there we go. Yeah, all of us get plenty of defense artifacts. Or at least that's usually the trend. I think I could probably make this entire floor wood. I think that'd be fine. So I can have a couple of houses right here. Alright, let's see. Also gotta do this too. Okay, I think that should be okay, but we're also gonna do a second floor. So how big is... 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9. It should be okay. Oh yeah, then that one, yeah, because I gave that one to Yunjin. Definitely a good choice, yeah, because that one's a defense main stat and increases damage of the skill. Yeah, definitely a good one. Yeah, perfect one for him if he's based on defense. I agree with that. defense and EM. Okay. It's not too bad, yeah. It's actually pretty decent. Also need chairs. Yeah. Oh, okay, so that's his, yeah, substat. Gets EM, alright. Yeah, definitely good to know. For anybody else that gets him, I don't have any plans on getting him, because that was it for my wishing. Oh yeah, we also gotta come up with the next floor here. Quack. Quack. Yeah, now I just fill it in. Yeah, so one other thing too, just like with a lot of the other playthroughs that I just happen to stream, this one is going to be another very casual one, because I think everybody pretty much knows what Terraria is, so there really isn't, like, I guess I could make a playthrough, but that's probably something I wouldn't be interested in because of, I don't think I would make it enjoyable compared to some of the other ones. I would kind of stick with like the RPGs and have some something like this, more of like an offline, more of like a very casual thing, dealing less damage. Is it because he's probably set up to support Crystallize or Geo? Because if he's there to only support like Crystallize, then yeah, I could see the issue with him not really helping out Navia. Let's see, do I have enough for... Oh, so that kind of messes up. Oh, wait a minute, I could do this. Put this one here. Can I... There we go. And this one here. And then... some chests. Yeah, so I wonder if that's the case. It's like if these there are only to support Crystallize, or if there's something else going on. Yeah, by the way, I don't see the guide at all. Where did he go? Oh, he's probably that far away. Alright, let me... set up the table and chair here. Sounds a bit loud, so I'm going to turn it down. Okay. So he wants a team to be basically Geo. Yeah, Hydra was another thing I saw. Yeah, I did see that about Lula. It's a Geo Hydra. I wonder if Mona would be helpful. Do you happen to have Mona and or built? See, I would imagine she would probably help out a little bit. If not, trying to think of other Hydro supports. Mona unbuilt. Well, at least you have her. You probably toss her on her team and see if anything changes. Yeah, she's another character I also tell people to at least try building, because she is totally worth it. Let's put this over here. Oh, that's what it... Okay, yeah. And buffing the EM helps out the Lunar reactions, especially Lunar Crystallize. Alright, so that's... Yeah, that's the issue. Hey, that's why we do it. That's why we test characters with different teams. So, there we go. Alua buffs EM for Lunar Crystallize. No, that's good to know. It's definitely good to know. Yeah, that's what I mean. Not necessarily. You wanted to get him. That's all that matters. He might not work right now, but he might down the road. Yeah, you might have an EM crystallized team. That's all. Just not right now. Oh, that squirrel's gonna die. Yeah. Was that a golden squirrel? I think that was a golden squirrel. Oh well. Alright, so let's move him in, so this is good. Yeah, so now he's going to go towards the house because we set up the house. Brandon. I'll at least keep him defended until we get there. Now we're going to make other houses for the other characters. Yeah, so usually when I'm doing stuff in the world for long periods of time, I usually just end up building several houses for some of the early on characters. Because that's what I did with New Base and Base Camp. I also got to change the name of this one too. I think you can jump up that. Yeah. Yeah, and I figured it'd be fine doing this anyway, because I do want to set up like a new storage world. Because the cool thing, the big difference between Terraria and Minecraft that everybody already knows, is that the inventory is pretty much saved onto the character. Which is definitely handy if you want to switch worlds. Nah, I don't blame you. You had pretty good hopes for a buffer, but it turns out he buffs something that Navia doesn't even need, so yeah. I get it. I get it. Probably should set up some campfires too. One here. One on the other side of this. Probably right here. Placing it gets by. Yeah, that's true. That would definitely be an issue. Why did he... You gotta shut the door, dude. Bro's gonna get himself hurt if he leaves the door open. Alright, so first house complete. Alright, so daytime we're probably gonna get the merchant, nurse, painter, some of the generic ones that usually show up. We'll just toss up a couple of small buildings on 50-50, so it'd be better if I lost there at least. Yeah, true. Because the next one would have been, yeah, guaranteed. Yeah, that is true. Alright, next building. So we're going to need wood. Hold off on the platforms. That. And lighting. So building-wise, pretty much generic. Don't really need anything too crazy. Probably have it right here, maybe. The zombie's knocking on that door over there. I can hear it. Just let me in. Let me in. Yeah, that'll work. Alright, then... another one here. Place that down. So you got doors. Alright, setting up background. Yeah, and this right here is just going to be for whoever decides to move in. I think with the Dryad, we have to take out the eye. I think that's how we have her move in. C6 increases geo damage by 10%. No, wait. Increases geo damage 10% for crit rate and 30% for crit damage. Oh, that's pretty good. Oh, yeah. Now all you have to do is get him C6. Something for the future, I guess, yeah. So I know he'll probably eventually switch over to the standard banner. Eventually. I should probably turn that back on so we don't pick up any random stuff we don't need. I could probably do... Let's see, probably another house right here. This is going to be a really goofy house because of the angle of this. Yeah, and that would be like way in the future too. Yeah, I get it. Yeah, definitely more important characters to get right now. Oh yeah. Yeah, because I would do the same. It's like, yeah, cool that I got a character, but I'm already saving for somebody else. Oh yeah. I should probably fix the floor a little bit. So let's do this. This one. This one. Straight down through. We'll leave a little spot open for the grass just in case we want to do anything different there. So we'll leave that. Yeah, back to jungling. Alright, just fix all of this to make it look like it's good. And goofy little house. Yeah, so I'm not really sure when I got started on Terraria. I did originally play on the PC version of this, but I knew of some of the other versions. Like, Aquarum was a pretty well-known one, because that was, like, early console. Never played it, though. But I did know of it. Then I eventually switched over to the console version that we see here. This is the PlayStation 4, if anybody wants to know. Alright, so I'm about to have a bad time. Whoo! Gnome wanted to say hi. Alright, so I need to turn it off again so I can pick this stuff up. Okay, so I need more wood. Sand? One of the enemies that we can encounter in here are the gnomes. We can usually find them in the living trees like this. And one really cool thing is that I believe if they encounter sunlight, they freeze in place and then they become like a garden gnome. You can take them out. I don't know if they have any drops though. Not sure. I can't remember. I don't think they have anything else that goes on with them. But yeah, I'm pretty interesting enemy. Alright, we just fill that in. Alright, and tall enough for a door. I don't. Yeah, I guess not. I could probably check one of the other worlds. Yeah, cause it's like right here. Yeah, no drops. Yeah, you're right. As for everybody else here, I hope you're having a really good Tuesday, by the way. Very, very casual playthrough of Terraria. Definitely not a blind playthrough. I've played this off and on for the past few years. We did just get I'm not sure when 145 dropped. The first time I saw it was last week, and I've been testing it out, the new different seeds and finding some of the other stuff. So it has been pretty interesting. I've seen like a pretty decent consensus to the update. I haven't really seen anybody hating on it. There have been a couple of people that's like, oh, this is boring, we don't need another update, but that's usually just the outliers. I feel like it's been pretty decent consensus. Alright, so this one should be able to be lived in, but we can double check. This housing is suitable. Nice. Yeah, so the only thing we really needed for the houses are doors, background, table and chair, and lighting. There are some really goofy setups that we could get with the housing, which is more of like a technical thing. That still works, but we're just going for like a really generic setup right here. Oh yeah, there's also some of the sunflowers I need to place down too, because this increases our movement speed, so I could probably leave one here. And then one next to the other one I have way over here. Yeah, there's the merchant. Yeah, so there are a couple of NPCs that'll move in like automatically. We don't have to do anything for them except for just build like a suitable living space for them. Such as the merchant. This one's like one of the first ones we get. Let's grab... I could technically go to the other worlds, but I don't really need to, so I'll just grab some of the stuff we need here. Piggy bank we'll get, and I could set up like a little workshop, so we'll grab the anvil. There is nothing else here I need, because once again I have like a bunch of endgame stuff, so we can pretty much ignore all of that. I could probably... I'm trying to think of like an outdoor workshop sort of thing, so I could probably do this. Isaac, yeah, you're kind of in the way. So I can go like right here. This is gonna be like a really generic one. So I was thinking of having like a building, but I don't really need anything crazy. Alright, there we go. So let's set up anvil. We also need a workbench too. So let me get that. Yeah, so we'll also use this. And these NPCs won't move at all. Alright, so let's do workbench, anvil. And whenever we get enough stuff for the furnace, we could put right there. And, oh, there we go. We have the nurse now, yeah. Alright, and since we probably are going to be needing chests, we got some platforms we can use for that. I'll do the same thing like I did in the guides building. Let's have like a space in between. I think I could probably do the same thing. I think I might have to go over a couple more. Yeah, once again the spacing's a little bit off. Let me do this. Take out one side so I don't have to add anything. Yeah, because we could leave like ore, wood, whatever. Alright, let's see. Leave that there. Yeah, we can probably just get some more materials for another house, because we are going to be getting some other residents moving in. And, oh, that is right. We also have the piggy bank, which we could probably Put right here. I'll just put it on a little platform. There. Alright, deposit coins. We are good. Yeah, so once again, clearly endgame material stuff. Disregard the 20,000 something platinum. Let's see. Now we have plenty of space for lighting too, so this will work. Alright, so we got the nearest merchant. Probably build another house right here. Quack. Okay, there we go. Right about here will be fine. Yeah, so the main idea... Hey, Moon! What's going on? Hope you're having a good Wednesday. Playing Terraria today. Yeah, so the main idea behind this world is that I kind of wanted to have like an updated storage world. I do have some other ones, but since I kind of wanted to do like something for the stream, I wanted to have something new. I could show off some of the other ones with like a quick save, which would take like a second. I've had a pretty good week, yeah. I've been doing really good. Holy UI, yeah. Yeah, unfortunately, this is as big as it can get. I have it set up to the biggest it can be. Where? Interface layout? Yeah, the UI scale. Yeah, as big as it can be. How it's normally, I think it's like right here, so it's like really tiny. But I have it set up to like, yeah, it's already like max size. Unfortunately. So, I do apologize if the game, if it's like really hard to see. Yeah, I already had done that. Alright, so we have 4 buildings up. We could probably do some other ones too. We also need to do like a tree house for the dryad. And probably the zoologist and whoever the other guy is. Just not used to seeing so many UI options at once. It's really customizable. Yeah, the little customize thing right there that I brought up. You can change quite a bit of it, which is kind of nice. Yeah. Compared to some other games. And it can seem overwhelming, but it really isn't. It's actually really nice. And it's been like this, I'd say, most of Terraria's like existence. The UI has remained pretty much the same. They've made a couple of changes, which has been pretty good. But it has been pretty nice, yeah. Yeah, so I'll let it save. Yeah, and as you can see right here, I have definitely played over 75 hours, but because of a... there was a save data corruption that happened to my character, which deleted all of my inventory. So unfortunately, I had to get everything back. I believe they were here earlier, yes, but they said they were going to be right back. Alright, so that is a new one. Yeah, and as you can see, I've been playing the PlayStation 4 version for quite some time. So you can take a look. Can be deleted. It was some corruption that happened to that character. I'm not sure what caused it. But I pretty much I had to completely delete the character because I couldn't load the character. I'm not sure what caused it. Like, the worlds right here were fine, because I've had this one since 2021. Yes, I did see some of them. Yeah, definitely some aberrant stuff that has been released on it. But yeah, it was some sort of corruption that happened to my character, so I had to manually delete it, because I couldn't access it. Yeah, and this was like an old world that I had. As you can see, a bunch of holes in the ground. This was made because of an alien invasion, which at the time we didn't have Zenith. So I had to, like, shoot up from the ground. Oh, welcome back. Something to add to that stuff. Okay. We can talk a little bit about politics, but I do want to kind of just focus more on Terraria stuff. Yeah, I don't mind myself, but it's also others as well. Yeah, as you can see, I have like a bunch of other villagers over here. And not too much, yeah, and a lot of tombstones too. Yeah, murdered by Martian death ray. Yeah, definitely a few of these from the yeah, Martian death ray. What's this one going to be? Martian rocket. Wow, most of these were from that. Don't pay attention to politics. Yeah, it won't be as what it was last time. Alright, so new base. I made actually, no, we'll stick with the 2021, because this one I had made back in October of 2021. I really do like this one, because it was kind of like a city, sort of. Or at least at first. As you can see. I did try to get some of the costumes, but I do have another world for that. I did originally have all the villagers here, but I have them in separate spots. Like, if we go way over here, we have the steampunker, and I also have people that are in the forest, and then some that are out in the ocean. So, Zhongli. It's always going to be Zhongli. Sorry, Nouvelette, but even the first mess. Oh, you already posted. How big is Terraria? So, when it comes to the world creation, there are 3 different settings that we can have. Small, medium, and large. Some of these are larger worlds, as we can see right here, where it says the name of it, like Alley of Courage. Just below it tells us the type of the world. Master is the difficulty. Large world is the largest, and then when it was created. So whenever we go to New Game Plus, or New Game, we could choose like the size of it. I think the small one is, I want to say like 1,000, or I think it's between 1,000 or 2,000 blocks, and the large one is like a ways, like almost maybe more than 10,000 blocks. So quite large. Thank Columbina. Gonna start building Arlecchino. Yeah, good luck with Arlecchino. Yeah, so pretty reasonably sized. Yeah, so that was World 1 and Alley of Courage. Back in 2023, I was also... I'm trying to think, was this during my time when I wasn't playing? Oh, because I wanted... Yeah, so this was an older one where I wanted to have like a lot of the costumes and equipment that we can have. This one's a more complete one, sort of. I did transfer all the ones that we saw from the previous one that we saw in Alley of Courage to here, because this one was going to be more of a complete one. But as you can see, there's even more space. So. Yeah, I said I was going to use Navia. I remember tagging you in the post. Did you? I watched it. Oh, what was the tag? Genshin stealing from Nier Automata. Yeah, I did see that. Yeah. Yeah, so for everybody else, there was a short that was made. Well, not a short. It was a short video. It was made 4 years ago talking about how Genshin was taking attacking animations from Nier Automata. For those that don't know, Nier Automata came out in 2017, and Genshin, I think at the time, was being worked on, but it didn't fully release until 2020. But it was an animation that was showing 2B attacking with the Great Sword and Noelle attacking with the Great Sword, and giant sword equals small movement, so they were attacking similar, but yeah, it was just really silly. Oh, there was another one. Oh, I didn't see that. I'll have to double check later on tonight. Yeah, I can check after the stream then. Because that was the one I saw. Yeah, I apologize. I haven't checked the community in a couple of days. Yeah, so I'll make sure to check that after this. Why is a zoologist on the roof? What does she do? Yeah, that's where a lot of the equipment went, right over here. Interesting. Yeah, I gotta double check after this. Alright, and then New Base was the most recent one. Well, since you're still waiting to get Navia, so that kind of gives you a little bit of downtime. I'd say start working on Zhongli. Oh, okay. Stuff that's not being shown in news and getting censored, it's uploaded to unlisted short. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, I'll be sure to check it out. Yeah, it kind of makes sense, right? Since you're not really doing anything with Navia, you're kind of just waiting for a banner. It would give you the time to work on Zhongli. Yeah, and this one, I actually do like this build because it pretty much has like everybody here. Also, plenty of room for expansion because it goes for a little ways. I did kind of stop working on this one, so that's why we have the new one that we have now. So, those are stairs. How are you even passing through them? Yeah, so what we have right there, let me just head back. These right here are platforms. This is pretty much a variant of this right here, this little platform. We can turn them into stairs. So that's how. Yeah, and we could pass through them. So that's how we like fly around and stuff. Yeah. Oh, somebody's throwing a party. Looks like Edwin, Joe, and Malik are throwing a party. Oh, there we go. Why don't I expect Alua to be better than Shalana on my Navi team? Hey, there's nothing wrong with that. It gave you the chance to test out a new character. So, I'd say it was worth it. Yeah, so the NPCs that we run into, they have randomized names. And one of the new updates we have here is that they have profile pictures now. Back then, it was pretty much just them. It was like a pixel version of them. And now they have profile pictures. I don't know about the slimes though. I don't think they do. Oh, the slimes do well, yeah. Yeah, and all the names that are given are randomized. So. Ugh. Yeah, so that's the plan with this new one. I kind of just want to take, like, all of these, like, all the stuff that's in here, and pretty much just mass collect it into this main storage building world. No crossplay on Terraria this version, sad. Yeah, unfortunately. Which is fine, because I believe I would need PlayStation Plus, but I don't have PlayStation Plus, so I would have to get that in order to play online. Yeah, I think the only crossplay would be some of the other versions, I think. Alright, so now that we're back, we gotta build another house. Let's put one right here. We can have... Oh, the game lag. I think it'd be like that. Oh, Dante the Arms Dealer. There we go, got another NPC. So, doors, quack, quack, table, chairs. I tell you what, you and anybody else, if you want like a really good OST, Terraria has some really good music. Yeah. And I agree with you, it is pretty calming. Alright, so that is another room done. Definitely do something. Let me think. I could probably... Favorite Terraria boss? Ooh, good question. I'm gonna have to think. Let me head over to a world that has like a higher beast rate. That's tough. Because there are a lot of good bosses in this game. Planterra, yeah, Planterra is a good one. Definitely challenging in Master. Especially if you have like, not content, but equipment from around that time. What about Dungeon Guardian? Pretty much you have to dodge the entire encounter. He one-hits you, and you only do like 1 or 2 damage. And that one's a pretty fun one. Let me think. We got Betsy, which is okay. Martian Saucer, Flying Dutchman, Eye of Cthulhu, King Slime, Skeleton Empress. Oh, I don't have some of the new ones on here. Yeah, it's kind of a tough call. I'm not really sure. I think I've done more than one. Let me do this. Let's do a little damage testing. Yeah, this is a cool thing with Terraria. All the equipment is saved to the character. which is an amazing thing, because I could just hop back and forth between worlds. Let's make a tiny world. Let's make it an actual challenge, so we'll set it to master. Yeah, Brandon, yeah. Yeah, at the start we need Crimson, but you could have the summon items for him. Yeah, there's some there are pretty decent ones too. It's kind of a tough call because I don't really have a favorite boss. Where's yourself? You know, there are 2 games that I can stream. I'm not sure. I definitely could. The Atlas one. The one I always struggle to pronounce, the Atlasization one. And then the, oh, whatever that previous one is called. Those are the only 2 have played. I did want to play that most recent one, but I would have to get the PlayStation 5 for it, unfortunately. Yeah, we should be good. Yeah, so let's set up for Dungeon Guardian. I'm not going to give myself anything because we're pretty much as a dodge. I'm just going to do one thing, so we're going to do this. And then set this up so we can fly out of there. Geohypostasis. Yeah. It's not that bad. Geohypostasis is a pretty easy boss. Let's actually switch to this. Alright, so we just have to find the dungeon and then travel to below surface. Which might take a little bit. Chose a smaller world because we won't have to travel as far. Excuse me, I'm talking to an audio man. I was saying Geohypostasis is an easy boss. It's not an easy boss? Oh, this is an odd... What is going on over here? The beach over here got destroyed because of the jump. Oh, this is odd. I've never seen this. Geo immunity. I guess so. I've never seen anything like this. Yeah, I've never seen a beach destroyed. Yeah, I will say, Moon, if that is true, that's the first time I've heard of it. That is pretty messed up. Because I haven't seen anything about that. So I can't confirm that. So, no dungeon on this side. We're going to have to use this to head over to this side. Yeah, because I would imagine something like that would have been covered by, like, Charlie. Hello, bird. Goodbye, bird. Alright, so we just need a dungeon. Oh, maybe we'll get, like, one of the special dungeons. I guess we'll see. Oh, it is one of the special ones. Yeah, so this is a new terrain generation when it comes to the dungeons. Isn't this pretty cool? Yeah, so this is one of the newer updates with 1.4.5. You have a chance of getting a special generation when it comes to the dungeon, which is pretty cool. Alright, so Yeah, and this pretty much includes some of the newer stuff that we get access to, like the stained glass. We can make this using the gems that we could find, and then glass, I believe. So I believe this one right here would be like glass and emerald. There are also some variants that have a skull right here made out of stained glass, which is pretty cool. Alright, so in order to get this guy to spawn, we have to travel all the way down near a dungeon. So it's mostly this biome down to the bottom of the surface level. No, so this was a generation that the game did itself. And this was released with the 1.4.5 update that we recently got. So this was naturally generated. Yeah, this is a new world that I just made. So, the game did it itself. Alright, so we gotta travel a bit. I'm gonna make a big enough hole so I can actually fly back out. Yeah, it's a new structure that we can find. Alright, so I'm gonna set this up. Alright, so I have to hit 0 and then wait for him to spawn. And we just fly out of here. Just gonna... Okay, so I'm gonna keep that... Hello, slime. Yeah, so he only spawns below surface level. If we are near a dungeon... The star? Oh, the floating star? Yeah, I have it somewhere, but I like using the broom. The broom is my favorite mount to use. You gotta go with the witch's broom. You have to. Okay, we are good to go. Okay. Just trying to be careful here. So 2 feet above surface. If I go straight down, he should spawn. Oh, there he is. Yeah, so here we go. Yeah, so yeah, we could do 2 damage to him. So the big thing with this guy is that he can one-shot us. He's definitely much stronger in the higher difficulties. With a master difficulty, he gets like a bunch of health. You can make this easier with equipment and whatnot. 2 is a crit. Yeah, the 2 is a crit. Yeah, it just shows you that this guy has like what, a lot of HP, and he will one-shot us. It doesn't matter what we have. That'll be it. So we do have to be careful. And the cool thing with him is that he has a 100% drop, which gives us a pretty much a tiny form of him as a pet, which is pretty cool. By the way, floating island. This being a horror game. Oh, you could definitely make this a horror game. If you do the seeds like For the Worthy and some of the other ones, which make the game harder. One of them spawns you like in the underworld, which was like way below. So, oh yeah. You can definitely have this difficulty for this go crazy. Yeah, so if you could see right where he is with those numbers, we're doing like 40 to 50 damage per second. So, it might take a little while. And I'm gonna have to turn around for a second. Yeah, that's one of... There's For the Worthy, there is Zenith, which is another one. I'm just gonna reset this. Okay, there we go. Yeah, Zenith is also another secret seed, which pretty much adds For the Worthy setup, and it adds a bunch of the other secret seeds. So think of like For the Worthy times 10. Yeah, so there we go. We're getting some HP right there. So he This is the master form, which has 30,000 HP, so might take a little while. So I believe this is like the easiest way of taking this guy out. Pretty much just having Zenith. There are plenty of other ways you could take him out, but yeah, as long as you stay far enough away from him, you're fine. Why does it feel so cartoonish? Yes. Tankier than John Lee with 50k. Oh yeah. He's a tanky boy, and we've only done 22,000, so, yeah. Yeah, I've only taken him out a couple of times. The easiest form is the classic difficulty, which only gives him 10,000 HP. But even then, he could still one-hit. Yeah, we pretty much got to listen to the classic Geostar memes. Speaking of which, I gotta get back into JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. I can't remember what season I was in. It wasn't the Diamond one. I think it was the one before that. Don't want to get stuck there. Shot the skulls like experts don't. Oh, true. Yeah, plenty of the bosses do have their gimmicks. There is one that I have not fought, which is the Empress, during the day. I am pretty scared of that fight. For anybody that knows that fight, she can also one-shot you during the day, but she attacks much more than what this dude is doing. This dude just spins around, but she like shoots lasers and pretty much everything at you. No, I haven't fought the Day Empress. I've only fought her at night because I'm too scared. No. Yeah, so I don't have the, what is it, Terror Prism. We're almost halfway there. Can I speed this up? Probably not. That is doing less damage. Never mind. I hadn't seen it. Yeah, even so. Hey, just because it's just like with Genshin, just because I have the characters doesn't mean I'm good. So about 15,000, that's about halfway. I believe there's also a time limit too. Oh, please don't just... Unless this one is different. 29. Okay, so this one doesn't disappear at 7:30. Hold on. People are reporting when they realize it's 3 million. 38. Wow, 38,000 times being talked about. Next day 5, then next day 4. Whew. Wow, that's crazy. Yeah, just imagine the names that we're not seeing. Just, yeah. Alright, let's put that back. Yeah, which is nuts. But, hey, whatever. They did it to themselves. Too bad, so sad. Cry in the bed you made. Not my problem. Yeah, I'm pretty much with everybody else. Justice is coming. Maybe not now, maybe not tomorrow, but it is coming. Let's get a thunderstorm. Down 12 and a half. Fire, fire, fire. Yeah, this is a pretty anticlimactic fight, isn't it? Be crazy if I had to fight this with a copper short sword. Yeah, and the most annoying thing with that is that no one's really going to hold the government accountable when it comes to the redactions. Unfortunately. We can... It kind of goes with the previous argument. It's like, we can only vote for people to make a change instead of making the change ourselves because we can't. Yeah, if only we could refine the Zenith. It is a legendary one, but yeah. The defense, I think, is the same as its HP. Yeah, it's like 30,000. Oh yeah, I believe it. Oh yeah. Yeah, like I said before, imagine the names and stuff that we haven't seen. Yeah. Ah, why do I have that out? There we go. Alright, what do we got? Ooh, below 10. Hello, other enemy over there, I see you. I'm also going to keep an eye on the map, too, because I don't want to run into the dungeon here. So I'm just going to move up a little bit so we can fly over it. And I will turn this on so we can automatically... Oh, no. Oh, crap. I accidentally hit the cell phone. Oh, no. Damn it. That's what I get. Sometimes where your cursor is in the inventory places you where it is closer at the quick bar. Unfortunately. Yeah, I think I made him despawn. That sucks. That's what I said earlier. Yeah, beating him with a copper short sword. Yeah, it'd be like near impossible because you have to be... it is a very, very close combat weapon. You would have to be really close to him and moving so that you're far enough away so that you don't get hit by him, but close enough so that you can hit him. Very hard to do. Yeah, I think I made him despawn, unless he flies in quickly. I'm pretty sure I would see him on the minimap. That's unfortunate. Yeah, I think the teleporting messed me up. Could make another one appear, I guess. Yeah, it won't show up there. Yeah, you would have to probably be on the Brom, but I'm not sure. You would have to... Alright. So the big thing with him is that when it comes to getting hit and then staying far enough away so that you could hit him with a copper short, so you would have to figure out where his hitbox is. Because I don't think it would be exactly where his sprite is when he's spinning. It's got to be, like, around there. I'm thinking it's probably, like, a little bit beyond it by a couple of pixels, but you would have to know where that hitbox is. Yeah, and that's something I don't know. There's a flying slime. And a harpy. Yeah, I guess I made him despawn, unfortunately. But yeah, if you take him out, you got a... you get a pet. Which is pretty much a tinier version of him. Oh, clumsy slime passed away. Oops. Open that. junk. Still waiting to see if I get those developer items, but I haven't been too lucky with those. But yeah, that's a Guardian. Probably easier to take out in the Classic because he only has 10,000 HP, but you kind of want to give yourself some distance because he one-hits you. So, I would imagine someone out there probably has done like a really close combat attack. I don't know if it would be with a copper short sword, but I would imagine it's possible. Alright, so back to this. Whew, this is hot. Yeah. Should open a window, but I can't. We put plastic on the windows to keep the heat inside. Alright, so it's currently a little bit after 2 o'clock in here. I think I need... Okay, so I can't buy that yet. I need to get these safe, so I don't think I have it. Oh, I do. Okay. So in order to get the Dryad to spawn, we have to fight and defeat the Eye of Cthulhu. So there is a little bit of a requirement for the Dryad. And some of the other bosses also give us the ability to get new NPCs. I can't remember who, though. But I don't want to fight too many on here, because this one's mostly going to be a storage one, so I'll probably leave it like pre-hard mode, which means I'm not going to fight the Wall of Flesh in this one. If I do need to fight it, when I don't, I can just set that up in the other world. Yeah. So, I want to build a tree house, but I also want to have some platforms that I can walk up to it. This will also give the ability for the NPCs to also walk up there, which is kind of cool. Like the platforms that we saw in the other world, the NPCs can also walk on, which is pretty handy. Probably right here. So let's zoom in and work on like this spot. Build the Genshin logo. I have to build Paimon's face? Ugh, come on, don't do this to me. No, I'm not that technical. Definitely could. I would have to figure out what the blocks are. I don't think I have the patience for it. I've tried doing like pixel art in Minecraft, and it's like, oh, how do these people do it? But then again, the people that do it on the Java version usually have like programs that help doing it. Block's a little too small on this. Not necessarily. There is pixel art in Terraria that you could do. With Paimon, we would probably... Oh, Die Trader. Yes, we can customize the character. The stuff that we have on the character, we have the equipment. Like this. I have goggles on, which we see goggles, versus the mask that we have equipped. As for the character themselves, there are a couple of ways that we can through NPCs, with like changing the hair color and stylizing the hair. But when it comes to like the default character, we would have to do it like when we make a character. There is a separate option right before we... I can show you real quick, so I'm like right here. This is also the really cool thing. We could bounce back and forth between worlds. But yeah, we're on single player right here, so right here is the select player screen. We could go to new and create a new character. And this character also has a difficulty setup, which is kind of similar to Minecraft. If we have hardcore, they only have like one life. If they die, that's it. There is a new achievement which is tied to this, If we die on hardcore but then somehow survive, we get an achievement. But I usually stick to classic because our inventory stays on us, but we lose our money, which is fine. And journey is a separate difficulty. It's kind of like an easy plus mode or something like that. It has a bunch of stuff with it. But my years of Terraria knowledge never left me. Yeah, it never does. Yeah. Yeah, and as for the different things we can have for the character. Style, voice, what? Hold up. Voice? Can we hear it? Oh, okay, so they also have a preview of what the character would look like with the equipment. Oh, that's kind of... Oh, they never had that before. We could change the voices. Yeah, I didn't know this. Oh, so that's the original one. Okay, so 3 isn't anything. Skin color, which we could pretty much... Any color that we could think of, we could change to. Same with eyes, we could change that. Hair color, hairstyle as well. Shirt, clothes, yeah. Pretty customizable. If they unmuted their mics. Yeah, I never knew. Yeah, we didn't have this before. Yeah, we never had that. Shrimp, hello. I'm good with the one I had. I kind of have a history with this. I've had this character for like 6 years. Not this specific one, because as you can see, I only have 75 hours, but yeah, I've had this character for a while. I'm good. Hopefully this one is fine. It was such a horrendous thing when that data got corrupted. I still don't know how it happened. Alright, so now we're going to work on the treehouse and wait for the time to get to 7:30 so we can fight the Eye of Cthulhu. So we can have the Dryad move in. Alright, I could probably do living wood. That's just another wood option, but I think just having regular wood would be fine. Should probably turn that on. Let's see, let's make this go up a little bit higher, maybe. And we can also set it up so that the NPCs go to a specific house. Because I could go to like right here and go to the housing options. As we can see right here, the nurse is right here. We could move the NPCs around to different houses. So I figured with a Dryad, since she is pretty much everything nature, we could just make like a little treehouse for her. I do want to set up a little platform that we can have right here though, so I'll just move some of these. I'll do that after. So we can do this, this, and this. So we'll set up a door, fill in the void. Go up a bit so you can actually get that upper bit. I live outside. Okay, bet, yeah. Yeah, and I'm doing like really basic houses now too. We can also add glass and other materials too, so we could probably put in like a window. let's get platforms. We could probably do a few things for the Dryad. Because we could definitely do like potted plants, whatever. So I could put in a couple of these. You get some potted plants for whenever she shows up. And now, okay, so it's 7 o'clock, so now we just wait. Alright, so I'm going to figure out if this is going to be far enough. So I had the idea of just making stairs that go down like this way, because it should be enough room for that. Do you think someone's recreated the entirety of Tibet in Terraria or Minecraft yet? Oh, I want to say I think somebody did in Minecraft, unless I'm thinking of something else. I remember seeing somebody recreated Mondstadt. I don't know if it was Minecraft. In Terraria, probably not. It would probably take a little bit longer. Because Minecraft gives you the ability to use like outside programs to get everything. I gotta have this go over a little bit. Okay. And then we just hit the blocks and we can make stairs. Can't see because our broom is in the way. Yeah, all the NPCs can access this too, which is kind of nice. Alright, there we go. We got stairs. Excuse you, equipment. Mondstadt isn't enough, we need to hold the bat. It's definitely possible. I mean, they do have... I haven't checked up on it recently, but they have... Ooh. Naturally spawning Eye of Cthulhu, by the way. I didn't... Bring it on! He spawned in naturally. Sneaky dude. A bunch of people have been currently working on the world 1-to-1, which is a recreation of the planet Earth, including all cities, towns, anything you could think of in Minecraft. It's supposedly a 1-to-1 scale. The last time I checked, they were working on... They've done quite a bit, but they still have ways to go. New York has come a long way. They've been working on the buildings and skylines, which is pretty cool. Yeah, he really decided he wanted to fight. Yeah, where's that Genshin collab Minecraft? I think Mojang is too busy trying to decide which mob to add and then not add them. So honestly, I don't think Hoyoverse deserves such disrespect. They could do better. If it was the old devs for Minecraft, maybe. But I don't see that happening anytime soon. And I think they were also working on a few places in UK. I don't know of anything else, though. But yeah, the Minecraft world build is pretty interesting. Yeah, definitely interesting to take a look at. As for like giant projects when it comes to like Terraria, there really isn't any. This is more of like an action game. You could definitely do like the customizing stuff. It's definitely possible. But how the game is, all the stuff would be like pixelated in 2D versus Minecraft, which is 3D. So yeah, Minecraft's new collabs are all based on what profit. Yeah, pretty much. If it benefits Microsoft, then that's what they'll do. But yeah, I don't see them working with Hoyoverse. Now that could change in the future, but that 99.99% that's not going to happen. Yeah, so that one was garbage. I was kind of hoping for some of the developer equipment, but no luck. I could also put like a house right there too, actually. Why don't we do that? Oh yeah, I saw that Star Rail in Fortnite. Ugh. Oh, that's just sad. Come on, tell me that's not a cash grab. Come on. It's just silly. In my opinion, that's just silly, but whatever. It ain't my decision, so it doesn't affect me. Okay, I could probably have this, the jungle dude that we can get. I can't remember his name. Never really interact with him. Alright, let's get this, and this, and then we need walls. Alright, there we go. Another neat little house. Yeah, it's definitely. Yeah, I remember seeing that a couple of days ago. I mean, it's Hoyoverse and their money. Same with Fortnite. Their money, they could do whatever they want. It's just, why Fortnite? Whatever. It'll bring in more people to play Star Rail and have some of those people go to Fortnite, I guess. But watching a character with a purely deadpan expression, the inches are and hit the critics. Yeah, I would imagine it'd be different. Yes, I would imagine it's probably only a couple of the characters. I have no idea who because I play neither. But I would imagine it'd be like one or two characters that they do the collab with. Which is, yeah, it's fine. It doesn't really hurt anybody. At least the companies are doing something. Definitely do better, but yeah, whatever. Only two characters. Yeah. Alright, now I'm just gonna wait for daytime. How else get to get stone? Why is he down here? Yeah, it doesn't really hurt anybody. Yeah, true. And definitely get people fired. Let's go. We want to take the company in a different direction. And then they knock out like an entire studio. Hopefully that's not going to be the case, but yeah, stuff can definitely change. Yeah, I believe the merchant fell. There isn't exactly a way to get him back up unless we teleport away and then he'll teleport back to his house. Speaking of... oh, we got some more trees to the right. This is going to be a... What's this? A small world? I gotta find a dungeon at one point because I don't want to deal with the Guardian because I am going to be doing underground stuff. So I will take care of that now. We probably won't get there in time depending on what side he's on. But we can at least find him. Zoom out a bit so we can find him. Yeah, because sometimes I'm usually just doing stuff on the ground. Like if I'm down in hell, and then if I go up, if I get to a certain point where there's enough of the dungeon biome, he'll spawn in. So I want to help out the old man too, because that is also an NPC. The Clothier. And as you can see, this world is also a little bit different too. The seed for this is fish mox, which purifies the entire thing. So no crimson, no corruption, no hollow. Looking at Alua's C2's buy seems to be based on defense. Another one on defense. I was gonna say, how many would that make that now? It's like, how many of the Geo characters are based on defense? Zhongli's based on HP. But, whatever Navi is based on. There are so many characters that are based on defense. Just do it. Who's based on attack that uses Geo? Or better yet, do ER. When was the last time we had a character that's based on ER? Navi is based on attack. Oh, okay. Yeah, we just go. There are so many characters that are based on attack. Nope. We ain't gonna see a domain over here. Or and 4:30, so we're not gonna be able to fight Skeletron. We can at least see what the. Haha, called it. Pyramid. Oh, we can at least see what the dungeon looks like. Because even though we saw the other one, that doesn't happen all the time. The dungeon generation is random. So it's kind of a 50-50. Either we get that or we don't. Would be cool if we did, but yeah, we'll have to see. Base aim on my... Oh, man. Well, I'd be a little bit behind because my nod cry is a little lacking. I have been traveling around a couple of times because I did get a couple of the waypoints. Because I was helping out Columbina. Because I was getting a couple of flowers and then I had to grab some of the new elite enemies that dropped the little purple orbs. I had to get that for her weapon, so... I think I got up to like 15% for the higher northern area, but some of the other ones, yeah, I still need to work on a new one. Oh, okay, see, his, yeah, generic generation. Yeah, so the boss only appears during the night, so he's not going to really do anything. Let's just do this. Don't mind me, just gonna make a new entrance. Based on stamina. You know, that's something I've been wondering. They haven't really done anything with stamina. When are they ever going to increase that again? Because the max is out at what, 220? Are we ever going to see like a stamina increase? Hey, there's a Dryad. There we go. Elysia. Okay, so there we go. It's not too far away. Probably that. Yeah, it'd be cool if they did. It's like bump it up to 250. I'm not saying increase it to 1,000, but yeah, isn't it like 220 or something like that? It's like just above 200. So they could definitely even it out. I think 300 would be like a little bit much. Alright, so she's up here. Is she in... Oh, okay, so she is in this house. Okay, so I got pretty lucky there because we had the other one here. Yeah, so since we're using the Fishmox seed, we get the automatic... It's like, oh, everything is pure. I had already gotten this achievement earlier on today, so I don't need to worry about it. What? AI Longhorn Nissan ad? What is up with your algorithm? Longhorn Nissan. Yeah, blame YouTube for all of their... How we're gonna go in the direction of AI. No, I'll leave that unlocked so we can work on other houses. Yeah, it's pretty much everybody. When it comes to that specific ad, I don't know if I've gotten that one. But yeah, I've gotten some silly ads. They are annoying. And that other one that I had talked about too, that 40-minute one, that was the second time that I had gotten that one within the past month. I did talk about it a couple of streams back, but I didn't screenshot it. This time around, I did make sure to screenshot it. So that's, if anybody was wondering where that picture came from. Yeah, it was a recent ad that I had gotten. And it was real. The ad after that was like 20 seconds long. But yeah, 44 minutes of ad? Nah, I don't think so. Not on my computer. Still get the ad. Yeah, they're definitely pushing, it's like, hey, you want to buy a car? Alright, I think we're good with tree houses for now. I should probably get stone. Yeah, and I could see... Oh, it sounded like something blew up over here. Yeah, I'll level up. The 40-minute one, skippable at least. Yeah, I believe so. It was like 15 seconds. Yeah, so I only clipped the left side because I wanted to show the time. But yeah, it was like 5 seconds into that, I could skip it, but I just wanted to show how long it was. Oh, you pulled on Nouvelet and didn't get him. We still have plenty of time for Nouvelet's banner, so yeah, keep your hopes up. I want to head down a bit so we can get some stone. Do I? Okay, so I have the broom equipped. Oh, this one's a broken one. We usually have a room down here with this. Just some random door. Use that to see. But yeah, I really just need stone. That's all we need. And up on the sand. That should be enough. I'd give you my Nouvelet if I could. I don't use them. Yeah, you'll eventually get Nouvelet. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but eventually. But hopefully during this banner cycle. Alright, so stone, we can craft... what is up with this crafting bar? No, that's not what I wanted. Why is the crafting menu like this? Oh, that's what okay, so I guess I accidentally hit that one then. Okay, there we go, got furnace. Cat's in the way. Okay, so put that like right there. Cost you another 5-star. Alright, so we can just make a bunch of glass stuff, and that's because of what we have on hand. I could probably deposit some of these materials here. So I do eventually want to... I want to have a spot that goes in the ground, so I'll have to figure out where to do that. Probably right here, but yeah, I'm gonna just save that for later. Ashwood, I gotta figure out what to do with that. Glass, put here, that there, that's here. Don't need those. Okay, should be good. Let's toss that in there too. central point. We got 4 buildings over here, 2 over here. We could probably have a floating house in the water, I guess. Have it for the fishermen. Let's see. A decent sized one. Yeah, I'm not gonna go too crazy with it. I just want to have something that's nice. Get this stuff right here. Yeah, let's do this. We're gonna have like a platform that goes to it. Yeah, I'd trade almost every character except for this one, this one, that one, this one, this one, this one, and this one. Honestly, same. Okay, and have this go down. Okay, there we go. Yeah, because I didn't want to interfere with too much of the water here. Alright, not too bad. Could probably have a secondary building right up here, too, actually. Aw, you don't have any plans on getting Ganyu? Oh, she's been a lot of fun now. If you change your mind in the future, you know, Ganyu is a lot of fun. Even though some people are like, oh, I'm bored, she only does charge attack. What is 3? 2, 3. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Now I just gotta count these houses. That looks like it was distance of 14. 3. Oops. Don't change mine often. Nah, that's fine. I get it. Yeah, I can acknowledge that not a lot of people would like certain characters. Door. And you get a door. Hello, Die Trader. As he's watching me build a building. Are you good, Taz? Cat almost fell down. He's doing alright, though. Hey, he just startled himself. Alright, now for lighting, let's put it here and here. And we'll work on the other side. Once we get these ready to go. Regret Arlecchino, New Plant, Skirkin Family. Yeah, I will say I do find it disheartening when people regret characters. characters. I think I messed up that center point. That definitely looks off, so I need to get this. There we go. Looks better. Alright. I'm just gonna have a platform that goes way over. Meow. No, that's fair. I do get it. Yeah, it's pointless to have a character if you never use them. Yeah, I agree. There are some characters I wish I didn't have because of that. Because it's like, yeah, I'm never really going to use Diluc. It's cool, I got him, I guess, but yeah. Yeah, if I got time for Friday, because the big plans for Thursday and Friday is that Thursday, it's not going to be like a complete stream. We're only just going to do like daily stuff, and then the next part for Lantern Rite, and then Friday is going to be the full stream where I have the final parts of Lantern Rite, catching up with all of the Xiao Lantern stuff, spending resin, and if I have enough time, which I think I will, we just had the reset to the Imaginarium Theater. That was either today or yesterday or whatever it was. So I should have enough time to do that. So, but yeah, if I have enough time, we can definitely take a look at Barbara. Yeah. No, I know Navi is good. I feel like I'm okay with using her because I have used her in the past. When it comes to like character trials, I think I have used her in the theater before. Might have been a while though, but yeah, I think I know how to use her. Because the big thing with her is burst, wait for crystallize to happen, and then scale. During this is when this is happening, I also switch to other characters, which helps out with crystallize. Regular crystallize, not lunar crystallize. So you get the shards for Navia's full setup. And I need a light source, which means I have a big enough spot for a campfire, which I need to get back, because why is your door open, dude? That's why the NPCs die, because them leaving the doors open. Okay, there we go. Alright, now we need this. Yeah, burst immediately with Navia because that also buffs and gets her set up for the crystallized process that she needs for her skill. And waiting for everything to happen, it gives me the chance to do setup with the other characters. Like Shalonen, for example, for resist and shred. Bennett for attack. Getting other characters that work with Geo. So, yeah. Oh yeah, Navia is one of those characters that... pretty surprising, but nice to see. Navia does some really good damage. From what I've seen, there isn't really too much of a setup that you need for her. Other than just having good equipment, I guess. What was... Oh, we got an iron skin potion. I'll take that. Take that, take that. Garbage that. And yoink. Speaking of, we gotta talk to the Dryad because I believe she has stuff to sell. Potted plants. I think this is 4. How big? Ah, okay, so they are 2 of these. Alright, there we go. Alright, living wood chest, we could probably... Leave it somewhere, I guess. If I need anything from her, I could probably just leave it here. I feel like this spot's gonna trip me up. Maybe not, it should be fine. Alright, so 2 more houses done. Probably should have another sunflower. Okay, so that's good. Alright. Should be good for now. Okay, this is like the outdoor stuff which we don't need. Okay, next area for the houses. I could probably have something like right here, maybe? Seems like this would be a good spot for another house. And I can have a little platform that goes down, like earlier. So let's do... So I could probably have it in tandem with this. So let's figure out platform first. Probably right here. I think that right there should be wide enough. I think so. Since we don't need any backing for this, we could just leave it as is. Okay. Door. Filler. Okay. And then table. Chair. Let's put lighting higher up. Don't really have any specific plans on who's gonna live in here, so we could probably just have a couple of things right here. Alright, now we just have to set up these. Oh, good luck then. Yeah, good luck with your polls for Nuvalet. Okay, we'll see how this books at the bottom. It should be fine. Okay, we need set up wood. Okay, that's not too bad. Yeah, it just goes like right up to it. Ha! One of these dudes. Not this time, little dude. Yeah, he's trying. He'll stay like that in that form until he gets hit by sunlight, unfortunately. So we can just yoink. And YouTube restricted to a few of them. Yeah, there are certain policies we do have to follow. Yeah, of course. Thanks for stopping by, and I hope you have a good week. I'll be back to playing Genshin on Thursday. Alright, so I think that is a pretty decent first starting area. Now I just gotta figure out the underground builds. Yippee. Probably right here. This is gonna be the fun one. Oh, so there wasn't room down here. Some money, a bunch of generic stuff I don't need. Okay, so I'm just gonna set up a platform here. Oh, that was odd. Gives us the ability to change the orientation of the platforms. Alright, I suppose I can reset this. Get that garbage out of the way. Still no overlap. Yeah, he will, he will. Let's see. I think right about here would be a good spot. Because we can have a build go like this way. So, let's go this way a bit. Because we have the dwarf that we could find. And we also have the goblin too. Little ways over. I want to go. Don't want to go up too high. Whoa. Alright, keep those garbage. Keep that dirt, clay. Alright, so let's take some of this. Okay, place some of this back. Yeah, I believe so. It is Zabai and Nuvalet. bed's fallen over. I need to put these in a different spot. Alright, just gonna fill this out because I don't want this entire thing here. Okay, there we go. Now we just need building materials. So this, since we are underground, I kind of want to switch over to some of the stone stuff. I don't know if I have any with me here. Oh, I do. Great bricks. Okay, nice. We do need... not the wood wall, I need the other one. Oh, living room door. Yeah, he'll eventually show up. Let's use this. Still the door, so that'll work. Access that just quite. So you need to go this way. There we go. Just gonna open this up and put a better wall for the background. Yeah, for those of you that don't know, and the reason why we put in walls like this, these keep enemies from spawning in. That, and they also look nice too, so. Alright, I need the workbench here, because I want to make, here we go, gray bricks. Get a few hundred. Okay. Make it at least a little bit better. Alright, so let's figure out the floor. I think this would be fine for now. Yeah, because usually when it comes to like underground builds, I usually just end up using stone. It's pretty easy material to get. And this is still going to be just housing, by the way. I think when it comes to like the actual storage building, that's just going to take a while, so I'll just have to find a spot, dig a hole, which will probably take a while, so I could use the containment unit. Alright, let me knock this one out. Alright, so as for the first house, we probably make it go right here. Get these materials out of the way. And we can totally have a campfire down here. Just for looks. Alright, table, chair, and lighting. Yeah, so I could save this either for the dwarf or the goblin tinker. And I could have another one like right here. Or I could just leave this space empty and have this as like an extended workshop. I could leave this, but then have some of this stuff here anyway. Because I can just do this and go this way a bit. And make this another house. So let me do that. So you could use that for like a mini storage area. I'll do the same thing as we did on that side. Stone floor, backing, all that. Set up this, we can get this side. Yeah, and this wall right here that's going down, I'll eventually replace this for something else. For now, I'll just leave it as is. The only really important walls are the ones inside the living spaces. Those are the only ones we really need to worry about. Table, chair, and lighting. Alright, those two are good. Yeah, that pretty much sums up the building in here. It is pretty relaxing. It's definitely customizable with pretty much anything we can do in this game. I also just noticed that's like inside a bit, so I think I have to fix that. Yeah, it's gonna be like right there, door included, so I'm gonna remove that. Come on. Cute. Okay, door. Take that. Okay, so that's good. That's good. There we go. It's flush with the rest of it. I will probably get this bit here. Which means I need a platform here. Yeah, the mount definitely works out. Gives us the ability to just smoothly go up and down. Probably want to have something there. There we go. I think I want to do that with this side too. Have a platform here, but then this one go down. There. Yeah, it's more flush with the ground. And I think when it comes to like a lot of the generation here, I'll probably just leave it as is. Gives the place a bit of character. So I usually don't want to do like too much to it. Alright, so we have to find a couple of the NPCs underground. Since we did pretty much went through the day once. Let's get an extra door. And some extra wood, so I'll just move that over here. I do want to head over to the dungeon so we can help out the old man, so we don't have to worry about the dungeon guardian. 'Cause that's the biggest thing. Yeah, it's just to make sure it doesn't spawn in. I'll just leave that right there. Yeah, and it was on the left, so we could do that whenever time becomes available. So, we can probably just dig down a little bit. Yeah, I think for this world, that's pretty much just going to be the main objective. Just having a storage world, because I already have like a few other ones that I have. Like if I want to do like a boss rush, I can... It's like if I want classic enemies, I can do World 1-1. Because that one has the classic difficulty. If I want to have like a harder one, I could go to the some of the other ones. Okay, so just gonna go over to the left more. Yeah, as for how far down this is going to go, I don't think I'm going to go down too far, because I don't really need to. Probably either to like underground or surface. Yeah, so I think for now that's like fine where it is. Yeah, and as for the background stuff here, I can change it later on. Oh, I should probably grab that too. Okay, there we go. Yeah, so all that stuff I already have anyway. Then dig straight down. Hey, Sanio, what's up? So, speaking of the digging straight down, recently there was an interesting little update. I'm actually going to take a little bit of a path because I don't want this entire thing to be right here, but I will go down a little bit. So I'll go like right here. They recently added a, I guess we could call it a feature to Hell, where if we do, it's not necessarily the digging straight down, you'll see what happens. Kind of have an F in C2R1B now. Oh, what am I on top? Oh, on top of the chest. Like that, swimming in the water. How they have the underground set up, I also set up chest too, but I don't need that. Is that they have a world border, and back then, take that, we could stand on it, but they changed it. And they changed it, I believe it was the 1.45 update that they did. This also might take a little while to get down because of all this water that is slowing us down. Ugh, yeah, see how much faster it is not dealing with the water? Yeah, there is an end, but I don't want to spoil the surprise. So I'm going to show you the difference here. I'm just going to go all the way down. Alright, so now that we're continue down, let me find a non-lava pocket. Try to find a non-lava pocket. So here we have the bottom of the world. Now, as you can see, I'm in the mount. As you can see right here. I can't go down this point. Clearly, there's like a bottom to it. I do have lava, so this will help. So one of the things that they changed with this is that there is now a bottom, which means you can die from it. It didn't used to be like that, but it kind of gave it a different thing. Yeah. Fair to say, I'm not getting that money back. Yeah, I did think that was pretty interesting. Yeah, because back then, there was a little barrier that we could stand on. But I guess because of where it is, it's supposed to be like a world barrier. So it's similar to the void in Minecraft. They had done that. So I thought that was interesting. Because I remember seeing that as one of the little updates. And it's like, ooh, I want to test that out. Ooh, it's real. And now we have a bunch of stuff I don't need. Minimap seems kind of pointless. Fair. Yeah. Man, I've been fine all day, but now I want to cough. I think I just have the minimap there, kind of like for nostalgia, I guess. I can take it away, so we do have the option. Yeah, how far down? Yeah, so ways. And we could see the X. See what we could find. Went through marble biome, mushroom biome, to all that water that came down with us. The room that has a little chest to the side, another mushroom biome, and then Crimson Altar. A couple of things. Yeah. Alright, is she gonna have enough room for this? Probably not. There, that works. Whew. Alright, yeah, honestly, I don't really have too much else. I think grabbing the individual NPCs. Do get to talk to the old man though, so we can do that right now. How do you even place background blocks? You could think of them as blocks that we could move through. So they give the illusion of being there, but they're not. Yeah. Oh yeah, there was also a pyramid that we went by too. Where was that? I think it was over here. Right over here. Yeah, we can see the entrance to it. Enemies are not faring well against my armor. Dungeon's gonna be over here somewhere. There it is. Go through my new entrance. Alright, old man. The curse is lifted. Hooray. Alright, now we don't have to worry about the underground with this dude. Still no developer stuff. Yeah, the developer stuff is pretty much just armor and wings that we could get. It's a very low percentage. I don't know what it's like 1% from any of the treasure bags that we can get. I think the drop rate is pretty close to that. It's pretty low. I've only gotten a handful of them. It's kind of why, if you saw, I have a bunch of the yeah, I already have like a bunch of treasure bags, so I'm kind of like hoarding onto those. So I do have some, but the chances of me getting some more of those kind of low. Oh yeah, I did have another one. Alright, so speaking of dungeon, we actually have a character there that we'll probably go find. Because we find the engineer. We also have the fisherman that we could find over here. We just wherever he's at. See if he spawns in. Yeah, sleeping angler. Yeah, here he is. Okay, so he'll move in. All we have to do is just talk to him. He'll teleport over to a house that's available. And I believe that's another one that doesn't really have any requirements. We just find him in the ocean. Or the beach, too. He can spawn on the beach, and he's just sleeping. For these other ones, we have to go underground. So I'm going to do the dungeon one first. Yeah. Alright. Let's get ready to junk a bunch of stuff that we don't need. I'll keep the... What is this called? I haven't memorized that. Uncumbering stone. Encumbering. Yeah, it gives us the ability to lock our inventory, keeping us from picking up stuff. Beans, you better be relaxed, dude. Just jumping over the railing. Oh, these cats. Being all too acrobatic. Alright, so we should see the engineer somewhere around here. He usually spawns either underground or in the caverns. In the dungeon. Oh, no. speaking of. Me. There we go. Okay, so we found her. Yeah, as long as we talk to her, we should be good. And then she'll move into a house that is available. Yeah, I can place horses, or hold them too, yeah. Like so. I usually don't because of that, has a name for it. Jewel of Light. It's a fairy that follows me around and gives off a light source. That's why I usually don't place torches. If only the cat would glow, but no, it doesn't. Should see the engineer. Ah, there she is. Alright, so the other ones are just found underground. So I'll have to travel around a little bit, see if we can find anybody. I'll just go find like a cave. Because we could find the wizard, the goblin tinkerer, the dwarf, the barkeep, I believe, also spawns in the underground, I think. Or maybe the surface. I don't know what his requirements are. Yeah. Yeah, when it comes to the torches, I definitely could. Was it right here? Another one of those wall. Yeah, I get it. We do have some people that cover things, but it gets annoying when we have people censor it. Night Owl Potion, I'll take that. And deposit stuff I don't need. I think that's it. I don't need any of that other stuff. Alright, let's see if we can find somebody else. Bam, 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 bam. Okay, so we got a little bit of a cave over here, sort of. Maybe not. I was gonna say, what was that? Looked like a slime. Yeah, I think I'll just find a naturally occurring cave, because I don't want to just fly through the entire map with the drill. If I need stone, I could, or sand, but I don't. I don't see anything else over here. Okay, so here we go. Okay, so we have a boulder. Do we have anything else? No. Yeah, there's also another thing I've noticed too. The name of the update was Bigger and Bolder. They added a bunch of stuff that's related to boulders, funny enough. Because I've seen some pretty interesting ones. They still hurt, though. They've definitely added some interesting things to that. I'm not seeing anything. Oh, look at a house. What do we got? Ooh, regen potion. I'll take that. Chicken. Who you calling chicken? I haven't gotten that one yet. Let's get that. Yeah, I think I was looking at the change log for this game. I think they added like 600 something items. It's cold today. You know, it's supposed to be cold this weekend. Or at least for me, pretty reasonable. Yeah, something to look forward to if you like the cold. If not, bundle up. Yeah. Yeah, 600 different items. I've seen maybe like 30 of them. Oh, the demolition is automatic. Oh. Oh wait, does he show up after we defeat Skeletron? It's going to be the wizard that we find then. Okay, the fisherman is now underground. I can teleport. Yeah, so one of the items that we could get gives us the ability to teleport. This was one of the items I lost in a whole data corruption, so I had to manually make this again. This takes so many accessories to make. Because we also have to do the fishing stuff, which is tedious because we can only do a fishing quest like every half an hour or so, which is really, really slow. And we need 3 items from that. So the cell phone, yeah, definitely takes a while. There's also another item I have, which is the magic conch, which teleports me to a random side of the world, either the left or the right side, which can be pretty handy if you have anything on the edge. But the cell phone brings us back to spawn, which is right here. So very handy. It is currently not 7, 8:35 Eastern Standard Time. I'd say the teleports are pretty handy because in some of the other worlds I have some houses. Oh, the Clothier has arrived. Nice. I have a house with some of the NPCs on the ocean, so I can just switch to the magic conch and then teleport over there. If I get to the wrong beach, I can just use it again, and it'll bring me to the other beach. So it can be pretty handy. And there is also a conch, another conch I can get for the Crimson, I believe. And if we have all 3 of those, we can get what's called a shell phone, which is a higher version of the cell phone. But I have to get this other one. I have no idea where to get the demon conch. I could look it up, but I don't want to. But yeah, there are so many accessories we needed for the cell phone, and it's mostly just waiting. Like quite a bit of the stuff we can get by doing different things. But it's the fishing stuff. Those 3 items from the fish quest that just take a while. With the shell phone, we can choose our destination. Where it says right there, we press R2 to toggle destination, so we could choose the destination, and then we could go to it. But in order for me to make this, I need to have the demon conch, and I'm not sure how to get that. I think it's a drop, but I also didn't want to look it up, because I'd rather find out for myself. Yeah, and I've seen like a lot of these items in the wiki, but yeah, I just have to figure out where that is. Yeah, teleport. Yeah. Yeah, which is really handy. Yeah, this right here, the chicken charm. This is one of those items. One of the new ones. So you can probably figure out what this one does. Classic accessory. I don't see anything different for my character. Yeah, I think I gotta look up and see what the charms do, because I don't know what they do. Unless I have to equip it. I don't see it. Yeah, I think I gotta double check and see what those charms do, because I don't know what they have, what they do. Because I have a bunch of them already. Yeah, I just have no clue. And speaking of NPCs, I want to get the Traveling Merchant to show up too, because he has an item that I need in order to make another accessory. What do you got? Terraria. Yeah, a bunch of generic stuff that I don't need. I am not talking at Fish Dude, so I am done with those quests. There's a merchant. There we go, he sells a safe. Okay, so we could put this right here. So we have some more space. And I use the safe to keep my potions and a couple of other items. A lot of the potions. Alright, so... yeah, I don't get it. I'm fine for a little bit, but then... I don't know. Yeah, I think that's pretty much the biggest thing right now in Terraria. Just finding time with it. Because I know in the next couple of days I'm going to be busy with Xenoblade because I'm going to get going with the New Game Plus, which has been pretty good, if anybody's been enjoying that playthrough. I just wrapped up the main part of the playthrough, and I just started New Game Plus, and the big reason why I wanted to do that is because we get access to a few more blades of some of the characters that we see during the story. And I also have another blade that I have to do the quest for, because of one of the areas that becomes kind of story locked because of what happens in the story. One of the people that we have to talk to disappears when that happens. So you kind of have to do a New Game Plus in order to get that specific quest again, unfortunately. No, so when it comes to New Game Plus, it pretty much you play the game over again. This time around, I'm pretty much like skipping all the cutscenes. So I was able to do like chapter 1 and 2 in like an hour. And right now, I'm currently at the beginning of chapter 3. And so far, I had only gotten one of the new blades, the ones that we could get New Game Plus only. But at one point, I do have to farm for some more crystals. I do have a bunch of the legendary crystals, but I need to get some more. But no, it's the same story as like if you're playing it for the first time. The only thing with this is that we get to keep a lot of the stuff that we got so far, and we don't have to see any of the tutorial pop-ups, which is really nice. There are a couple of things that do pop up. That's only for like for the Bard NPCs. That gives us the ability to buy equipment that we can only get New Game Plus. Like ether crystals that we could get for Poppy and her upgrading system. We could get whatever that item is called that lets us, it gives us the ability to switch blades from character to character, and we can buy those now. We can also buy legendary crystals. And all of this, the currency for all of this is bonus experience. So it is a good thing that we get up to level 90 in the first playthrough, because we could just like pull the levels back and then use experience to do that. Making tea is a pain. Let's see. But yeah, I have been having a lot of fun with Xenoblade. See, he doesn't have anything. Yeah, a lot of the stuff that they do have, I already have in like other worlds. Because I have already bought. I've already gotten and bought. Not talking to the fish dude. I just talked to you. Don't have anything new. Same with you. Wait, don't you have... No, it's a zoologist I need. I think I have to do... some jungle as well. Yep. Yeah, I'll be traveling underground, see if we can find some other characters. Still gotta find the Goblin Tinkerer. Oh, and there's also the hairstylist that we have to find. She shows up in the spider caves. There's a chance of spawning there. We just have to find the spider cave. Could with this, but I'd rather just run around. Yeah. Alright, I already checked that, but that was kind of like a dead end. Yeah, that pretty much sums up the exploration with this. Definitely handy that we can keep everything onto the character and transfer it back and forth. What do we got? Money, wood... Ooh, shine potion, that was fun. Some more torches, and nothing else we need. I'm kind of curious, there was also another item that we could get to. Oh, that just counts as wood. Yeah, so another one of the newer items that I've noticed, or at least I'm assuming it's new, Fey wood. Because I've seen it underground. This was because it was a seed that gives us like random generation. So I'm not exactly sure how the Feywood comes about. Yeah, so I'm not sure about the Feywood. I could probably buy it from the traveling merchant, maybe. So I was thinking it was probably these wooden logs, but it seems like those are just wood. Chest. Yeah, and I will say, the thing that's really annoying is that I have this in my inventory. It keeps us from breaking stuff, but I think they kind of messed up the code for it. Because the animals, it works for the animals. Prevents me from hurting critters while in the inventory, but it's also supposed to work on the environment, like vines, grass, flowers. But for some reason, it doesn't work anymore. Oh, what was that lag? Oh, the zoologist. Nice. There we go. Alright, so she is an automatic one. Yeah, it's just been a while since I've gotten these NPCs, so I forget. I know some of them I do have to go out of my way to find. Like the Goblin Tinkerer, the hairstylist. As for the party girl, I think I have to get like a certain amount. And the engineer I have to find in a dungeon. Make sure and see where the zoologist is, because I would like to have her next to the Dryad. Put her in one of the tree houses. Oh, she is up there. Alright, let's double check. Yes, okay. Alright, that worked out. Astra. What do you got? Yeah, because we could get one of the books from her. This one does the, herding critters. Cat license, so we could buy a cat. Or adopt a cat, I guess. Why don't we do that? Hooray, we're now the owner of a cat. The license teleports way to the cat delivery service. Alright, so we'll get a cat on the following day, I think. I think that's how the spawning happens for those. Yeah, that is one thing I've noticed with that, the book that I have in the inventory. It seemed like the environment breaking doesn't work anymore. Because back then I couldn't like destroy the grass here, or the flowers like that. Which was definitely a pain because I fight monsters and ooh, I'm picking up mushrooms that I didn't want. So I'm thinking I might just have to. I could probably try like remaking the book. It's only like, what was it, 3 different books? No, 2 different ones. It was the one I could get from the zoologist. And oh, wait a minute. Oh wait. I know I should just stay in town, considering I just keep on teleporting back. I think the other one I could get from the Dryad. Because that's the one that prevents me from attacking the environment. I could probably just equip that one. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, so let's do... Inactives, actives. Yeah, so I buy both of these books and I can combine. But I need not a shop. I think I need something for that. No, I can make that. Okay. Peaceful coexistence. So I have 2 of them. Yeah, that's also a new thing too. As you can see, that's stacked. They also added so that more items stack, and this includes weapons and equipment. So I'm assuming if I were to get like a secondary zenith, I think it would stack. Unless it wouldn't, but yeah, they had added like a bunch of new things that stack. Yeah, so see, it still breaks the grass. So I think I'm gonna have to switch over to this one. Socks the cat. Ah. Okay, so it's inactive, I can break the grass. It's active. I can still break the grass. Yeah, so it's going to be some coding effect with that messed up. It's actually this item that messed up, which in turn messed up these other ones. Yeah, I just don't know. Because I noticed that when I first started playing this one again in the new update. Yeah, it's going to be some coding issue with that. I'm sure other people have like brought it up. Yeah, because it's going to be like something that says it was probably changed to like false. It's like if this is in inventory, change to it's like not break true, or does this active? It's like whatever the coding would be for it. It was probably set to false instead of true, something like that. Alright, let's see. Yeah, so I'm gonna find some more NPCs. And we'll probably have to build some more buildings as well, too, because we have been getting some new NPCs as well. Because we could also get the ones from the jungle. We're going to find the Parda girl. Or the... No, hairstylist. She can be found in the spider caves, but I have to find a spider cave. Alright, I already got that chest. And I believe I got this one over here as well, so we can just head right on in. Alright, let's see what we could find with that chest. Grab some more wood, because we're always using that. Iron's good potion, yes. Okay, so since we have a bunch of breakable stuff here, I'm going to turn that on so we won't pick up anything. Dirt block we could toss, clay block I could toss, stone block I could toss. I have plenty of those other materials in other worlds, so it doesn't matter. Alright, let's see. Nothing down this way. Hopefully this goes down a ways too, because I don't like the caves and it's too short. Also probably run into some of the new stuff too, which has been pretty funny. Just some random mouse. And nothing over here. Oh, I just noticed that skull. Yeah. Oh, that was a second. Oh, hello. A somewhat dangerous trap. 3 skulls on 1 button. Yeah, they've definitely upgraded some of the traps. Been really sneaky with some of them. I think one of the more dangerous ones I've seen are the invisible boulders. Because you can like break a block and then it's like you got 3 boulders that are invisible that hit you. And the boulders themselves do quite a bit too, so... Let me get a building right here so we can check this out. Night Owl Potion, yes. Yeah, so a lot of these potions I usually end up grabbing because these are usually good for exploration and boss fights. Hence my hoard of potions in the safe. These are pretty much my go-to collectibles when I'm doing the exploration here. Not really seeing much else. And probably this way. If we go down here. And oh, dead end. Yeah, so a lot of times the caving is like this. Pretty much run into dead ends and whatnot. Come on. Yeah, the reason why I keep on shooting over to the left and the right is because of the armor I have equipped. It has like a dash option. A lot of times it's very unintentional. So you can like quickly move over. Which is fine, but it does get kind of annoying when it just happens out of nowhere. Especially if you're like building. It's like, oh, I'm suddenly not near where I'm supposed to be. Ooh, 2 iron skin potions, nice. Wait, what? Oh, that was... Huh? Oh, that was odd. I thought that was the... Oh, okay. I had one over there. Alright. Alright, down here we'll find the rooms. Yeah, so we did encounter a tree near the home base that actually had a broken room. At the bottom of it, the room was like broken. Runic Pixie. I have no idea who that's supposed to be. I already got that painting, so I don't need it. So I had recently just gotten that one. Yeah, that's the end of this tree. Big reason why the Zenith weapon is so good. Because it travels through blocks and then it's its own light source too, which is really handy. Because you can see it on the mini-map too. Alright, low tree. Swiftness potion, nice. Definitely get that. Don't need it as much as like the iron skin, but still pretty handy, especially if we need to go fast. Yeah, that would make sense. But we have a cave system, which we definitely need. So I believe, I think it's like underground or cavern. We find the wizard. Unless he's in a different spot. I was gonna say it looked like a button. And a bag of coins, interestingly enough. Wasn't picking them up because I have that stone active. Let's see. Not finding much. I also haven't seen too many other traps too, because that other one... Oh, it connects to this over here. The only other one was that skull one. Oh, we got another house. I was gonna say that looks like a chicken. American explosive? What? It looks like a chicken, but I don't see... I have no clue. Alright, torches, and that's about it. Down, down, down we go. I was gonna say, that looks like something that might be... Oh, it is, a sapphire. We don't need it. Decent find though, but we don't need it. Heart container, which we don't need. Okay, so there's the button. Yeah, because I saw the skull. Okay, one of the altars. Oh, here we go. Ooh, here we go. So this is one of the slimes that we could find, and as you can see, it has a requirement. We need a golden key to unlock. I don't have any on hand, so we're going to have to skip him for now. This is one of the slime NPCs that was added a couple of updates ago, so they've been around for a little bit. Yeah, until we open them, they follow us down here. Let's see. Yeah, just a marble area. There's a chance of getting one of the marble house variants, but I don't see. I don't see a marble house. Would have been cool though. But yeah, unfortunately, we'll have to leave this slime behind. And that's how it is. Ceiling is definitely... Don't usually find ceilings like that. Oh, we got a lichen patch. Yeah, this is also another thing that I haven't exactly looked up. We can... I believe we can collect that, but we need something. I'm not sure what. There's an item we can collect grass, but I don't know if it would work with moss. And... I see a building. Yes, I just don't know what it is. It would be cool to get. Because there are some items that we can make using the moss that we can find around. There are several different variants of it. So there's also like a rainbow one that we could find, but I guess that one doesn't like spawn often. Yeah. Ooh, a pretty good sized one. Zoom in a bit so we can see. Oh yeah, there's a guide. Seen that one before. Nearby danger sources, yes. Good for underground exploration. And we also have the mushroom biome, which I do see a chest. We can grab that. Seeing if there's anything else nearby. Yeah, these also have a chance of spawning a house variant. Check out the bat. Nothing of use. Yeah, so we probably head in and see if we can find anything. Ooh, another chest. Just the money. Ow. And pretty much just generic stuff. Some more over there. Got another one of these. Yeah, I would like to collect this stuff, but I can't. Not with what I have anyway. I'm not sure what it would be though. It's gonna be some like grass collection item, maybe. There is one, but I don't think I've made that. Yeah, attacking this stuff with a sword destroys it. Or at least the grass part of it. So I will say the cool thing about this stuff is that it glows. It has more to the right, but I didn't want to make any new caves, so we could probably go back over here and hop back on the track. Salamander. Yeah, right here. Yeah, chest. It's following us again. Yeah, they do follow us for a while. Because I think there's also a slime that we could find in a dungeon too, but we didn't spend a lot of time in there. Ugh. Whew. We got stuck right there for some reason. And dead end. Ooh. That's somewhat rare NPC, Mr. Bones. Or in this case, Tom. This is a guy that we could find on the ground that sells us random stuff, and we could get artisan bread. Yeah, hello, hello. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a good Tuesday. Consume their permanently increased crafting station range. Yeah, we'll get that. I haven't had that before. Coasting matches placement speed. I could probably test that one. I have not. So, I believe Calamity is the mod, right? Or one of the mods that is available. I am currently just playing the PlayStation 4 version of Terraria. Yeah, so no mods. I got another folder right there. Yeah, so when it comes to the mods for this, I know very little. Yeah, I'd imagine they would be pretty fun. Welcome back. Yeah, I just haven't played any of the mods for this. I know of them, but I know like very little of them. Yeah, because I believe there are a bunch of different ones. Usually like quality of life, adding weapons, enemies, yada yada yada. Another salamander with a depth meter. Hello, skeleton. I was gonna say this looks like a ruby, but all the animals want to say hi today. Go away. Oh, it's crematin. Oh, okay, that's what that is. Man, these animals are voracious. Yeah, I don't need any of that. Don't usually see that out in the wild, so. Yeah, these bats. These zoo bats are going crazy. Alright, so we made it to here. We could probably cut through this little portion because it was like blocked off. Geometry down, yeah. Alright, open up. Another mushroom biome. The rest of the animals want to say hi. I saw that. Pretty super flat center. What's up here? Heart container. Opens up a fair bit up here. Oh, I got a chest. Yeah, I will say quite a bit of the music for this is pretty good. Alright, so I do want to go to the side of these. Alright, no bombs, so we can open it. And Night Owl, yes. I'll take those. Oh, I saw the minecart track. Oh, that goes right in through there? Oh. That place is annoying. Ugh. Yeah, so right now I'm just looking for a spider cave because I want to find the hairstylist, but I think I have to make another house in order to get her to move in. Ooh, we got a hidden room. Don't mind if I do. Yeah, I'm also trying not to cheese it too much because I do have the drill, but yeah. Well, it doesn't have the end. Pretty much just one dimension. Oh, wait. Oh, it's spider webs. Let's see. Hold up. That salamander was angry. It seemed like there was something below. It's definitely worth playing. It's like Minecraft, but with more weapons and a developer that actually wants to make content. Sorry, Mojang. You could definitely try better. Let me equip that so we can pick up some of this junk. Alright, cobwebs, don't need, don't need, don't need, don't need, don't need, don't need, don't need. Thick robot woman. Nier Automata is a game that was made by Yoko Taro and published by Square Enix, and it is a fantastic. What would be the genre? Fantasy RPG. Very interesting story. Very memorable characters. Definitely worth looking into. It's like one of the better games that's on the PlayStation 4. Yeah, even though the game's been out since 2017, still holds up. I ain't seeing nothing down here. Yeah, still holds up to this day. The slime chest is still following up. Wait, what is that? That's one of the potions. Iron skin potion, there we go. Don't need the torch, don't need that, don't need that. Yeah, that pretty much sums it up. You're a bunch of androids fighting robots, and pretty much everything is the philosophical quandary of existence. And the soundtrack is... Oh, it's definitely hard to beat down. Yeah, it has an amazing soundtrack. Yeah. We got the chest. Clear out some of this water. Ooh, we got a new one. Ribbit to your crook. We got a frog charm. Alright, so that's another one. I found so many of these. Oh, the mic is lagging. Thanks for letting me know. I'll see if I can move the cord. Yeah, so it's set in the future, like, I don't know what it was. Because the first one, Near Replicant, was set like 11,000 years, so Automata is set like, oh, a while after that. I can't remember what it is. Yeah, it's like set way in the future. Alright, so hopefully this did the trick. I did move the cable earlier, but yeah. Yeah, and there was also an anime adaptation. Yeah, good point. Yeah, and a lot of the stuff in that game is just, it's philosophical, because a lot of times they're like questioning their existence. Yeah. Which is really good, because you usually don't see that in like fighting games. But the fighting aspect is only like one part of it. It's definitely more philosophical than anything else. But definitely worth it. Oh, you have a granite biome. Yeah. Still no spider biome. Yep, thanks for stopping by. Hope you have a good rest of the week. Man, not a good time to get a headache. Ugh, 'cause that one hurts. Just want to find these spiders, man. I see you, Boulder. Oh, spiders, where are you? Going into an ice biome. Ooh, here we go. Finally, found it. Yeah, so I guess, sort of call it a biome. It's pretty much a spider cave that you could find. It doesn't exactly have a clear spot where it spawns, except for like underground caverns. You usually just find it by looking for the giant amount of cobwebs. We can also find a house variant in these and its own chest, which is this. And Fairy Choker, clamp your hands. What? Okay, so another charm. I think I already have that one. Okay, so this one seems like it's a safe one. Whew. Ugh. Yeah, I found what I was looking for. I just have to get the hairstylist to spawn in. So that enemy right over there dropped eggs, if you could see that. And there's a plate of eggs. It's like playing Skyrim and you go into a Draugr cave and you find like an apple. Bear in mind that cave has been closed for like 300 years, so that apple's totally still good. Yeah, so we should... Oh, wait a minute. Ooh, Splunker Potion. Sweet. There we go. Another good one. Yeah, so the Zenith, the weapon that I have right here, is also another pretty special one because you need to get a bunch of weapons for this. It requires the starting weapon you get and a bunch of different ones, varying with like bosses and different ones you can find in a chest, like the one that you find in the Sky Islands. Star Fury? Unless that one is from the Moon Lord. But yeah, it requires a bunch of different swords. And it's definitely one of the better weapons that you can get. And it's very useful. It also provides a pseudo light source that you could use. I'm not seeing the hairstylist. It'd be cool if she would show up, but I don't know. The granite spot. Oh, we got some more down here. Yeah, I see that one down there. We have a granite house. Man, I'm not having any luck with this lady. She doesn't want to show up. Yeah. Oh, that's... Oh, that's a platform. Let's get that. I also should be getting dynamite, but then again, I'm not really using that anymore. Oh, that's a workbench. Oh. Another boulder. Yeah, I just don't know where the stylus would be. She's supposed to know another house. You're supposed to find her when she shows up in those. those spider caves, but it's only a chance to have her spawn in. Eye of Cthulhu, sweet. We'll just leave that there. Thorns potion, there we go. Attackers take damage. So some of these are around. Found some cobwebs, but I don't think that one's gonna be. Doesn't seem like it's a spider cave. And another mushroom biome. We do find a lot of these, so. Juggling. Yeah, imagining having to try and wield like 20. Alright, the slime box is back. Yeah, imagine having to juggle 20 bullets. Oh, again with the lag. Now it's on the game end. I don't know what was doing that. Yeah, I will say it would be nice if none of these games lagged. I just don't know why it does it. I mean, my internet is good. Or at least it's supposed to be. Yeah. Ha! It dropped a yo-yo. House that I... Unfortunately, nothing in this one that I need. It totally looks like the Mona Lisa. Nurse Lisa, okay. Yeah, I already have that one, so we'll get it. What about that one? Sunflowers. Oh, I already have that one too. Alright. Yeah, just not having a lot of luck with some of these other NPCs. Unfortunately. Because I just need to have certain things done. I find the wizard underground, I find the hairstylist in this spider cave, but that one's just... Yeah, I just didn't want to be lucky for it. Yeah, I just don't know. Yeah, we're getting the rain variant of the zombies. You can see that they're wearing the jackets. Ugh. Take a quick little break here and hydrate. Yeah, it's not too bad. I'll tell you one thing that is scary. This is another thing that they added. They added lightning, and you could get hit by it, and it does damage to you. So if we were able to get like a lightning storm, we have lightning now in here. Yeah, because I saw that. By the way, the fish is walking. So, yeah, the rain itself isn't too bad. Ugh. Yeah, so from what I saw with the lightning is that it randomly strikes. And I got hit by it. It seemed like it did It did at least a couple of hearts of damage. So at least like 50 points or more, or maybe like 100. So I have like 500 health, so it did a fair amount. I don't know how much it did because I wasn't really paying attention. Houses should be full. Oh, there's the cat. Socks. Got the cat, even though I can barely see it. I was gonna say, are we getting lightning now? No, it would actually happen. Yeah, so I think that's a pretty good start with this one. Oh, yeah, they probably didn't know this. I've had that happen a couple of times. Oh, okay, that's a little bit different. Yeah, so I've had it on times when I notice people are online, I say whatever, or throw up an emoji, and then they just go offline, and usually just, yeah, whatever, they're probably busy. That, however, I don't notice, because I usually don't go back online. Unless I happen to forget something, it's like, oh, I got my daily commissions to do, but yeah, I usually don't notice. Hopefully we can just chalk it up to a coincidence. Yeah, I'm gonna have to keep an eye out for these books. That one's really interesting. I feel like this one got bugged, which pretty much messes up the peaceful coexistence one. Because when this one is supposed to be fully activated, we can't destroy grass, flowers, vines, whatever. Yeah, I should have been able to do that, so. Let's see, wood, I could probably get a building up. I get the lag. There was nothing going on in this game to give me a lag. I am a robot. Yeah, so all the snow that we got in that snowstorm is still here. All of it. Yeah, we got quite a bit of snow. We ended up getting, what was it? 18 inches of snow in total. Then again, some of it has melted too, because we've had a couple of warm days too, so we probably still have, I think we're down like a foot or whatever. Started an ice cream business. It definitely could. Deposit tax updated. Put these here. Building above ground, and we can put that in there. Yeah, definitely could. Wait, did he get changed? Did you get changed because of that? There we go. Yeah, the gnome turned into a gnome now. Yeah, so there we go. That's what he gets. Oh, that's hilarious. Said to bring good fortune and keep people's spirits at bay. I want to make the Columbina statue as big as in-game out of snow. Oh, there you go. Good luck. Let's see if I can think of some dimensions about that. 10, 20, 30... It seems like it was either 40 or 50 feet tall. With a right hand, it seemed like that was like 50 feet in the air. Yeah, you only need the snow, yeah. Might take a fair amount of snow, so. I thought we can... Oh, so there we go. We got the different ones. Yeah. I'll just leave it as that one. Alright, so I'll build one more house. I could probably have one like right over here. So I do have plenty of room to have other houses. Which means that flower is going to get removed. Okay, that should be a good amount. Take out the sides. I kind of need doors for this. I'm gonna head back. Fire. Where did my doors go? Wait. No, I didn't use any of those yet. Oh no, did I accidentally delete the doors? Bro. Oh, because I don't see them. I only see the living wood door. No worries, I have a bunch of wood on hand, so I just need a bunch more. Oh, that's unfortunate. How's there so many big trees in the world? I don't know. I just happen to get quite a few of them on this side. And spawn is like right over here, so. Yeah, welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a good day. I have seen a couple of decent seeds. Pretty much just random generation. So there weren't like any very specific ones. I could probably do this. I could give you the seed for it if you want. Yeah, so let me just travel back to the menu and I can show you the seed. Yeah, because the only thing I did for this, I set up the fish mox seed. Because this is supposed to be like a storage world, where I just set up like a storage and NPCs and that's it, because I have these other worlds that do everything. But I wanted fish mox because I just wanted to also have the purify stuff. I already got the achievement with the dryad, where everything is purified, so I just wanted less hassle. So that's the seed for this world. So it's been pretty decent so far. Haven't seen anything too crazy yet. But yeah, I felt like with this world, since we had like a nice little bunch of trees, it'd be a pretty decent spot to build. And it was like really close to spawn too, so definitely worth it. Yeah, and I'm just throwing up buildings too, just for the NPCs anyway, so. Alright, now we have plenty of doors. Ba, 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 ba. Set up this. Yeah, I think I accidentally deleted all those doors, unfortunately. The sun is rising. Yeah, I don't know what happened to those doors. I don't think I put them anywhere else. I think I'll have to double check. Ah. Let's see anything. Oh yeah, he has a kiln and mighty tidy. Probably get those another time. Yeah, I had some of this stuff on hand. I should have had. So I had the same amount of doors as I do at the chair and table. So yeah, I'm guessing I had to have accidentally deleted it. It's books. Oops. Yeah, I think that's going to do it for the world for now, anyway. Yeah, it seems like it's a decent world. Really just got started with the exploration for it, so we might find some pretty interesting things. I haven't seen anything too crazy. But, yeah, I think I'm going to call it here because I'm starting to not feel well. This headache won't go away. It's not going away. It's kind of getting hard for me to focus on anything. So, for everybody that stopped by, I appreciate you stopping by and talking or just watching in the background. I appreciate it. Yeah, definitely nice to see the update for Terraria. Definitely a long time coming, so there's still like a lot of stuff that we haven't seen so far yet, because we just got the update like within the past week or so. So definitely worth checking out if anybody's interested with Terraria. It's definitely a lot of fun. As for Thursday and Friday, we got Genshin. Going to be doing the Lantern Rite. Some of it for Thursday. It's not going to be a full stream because that's usually my off days. So that'll be a couple of hours. As for Friday, that's going to be the full experience because we got the dailies, we got the resin spending, we have the final part of the Lantern Rite, and we have the Imaginarium Theater because that just reset. So, I will see you Thursday with Lantern Rite. And in the meantime, I'll still be working on Xenoblade. So, take it easy, take care, and see you Thursday. Bye-bye.